In the previous lecture, we discussed about union, intersection and disjoint sets. And today we will discuss on practical problems on union and intersection of two sets. Right? So good morning everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay. Till now what we have covered in the class is clear to everyone. So we will move next. Okay. I think today most of the students are getting a weak signal on their sides. Okay. Practical problems on union and intersection. Before that, we will be having few formulas, right? We know that if the two sets are disjoint, right? Disjoint means they will be having no common element. If this is set A, this is set B, and they are having no common element, then their intersection will be 5, right? That means zero element. Their intersection will be having no common element. And if A and B be finite sets and their intersection is equals to 5, then num, uh, n a union b means number of elements in A union B is equals to number of elements in A plus number of elements in B, right? We are having no element which is common, so A union B will be number of elements in A plus number of elements in B. This is the formula you have to keep in mind, that if A intersection B is equals to 5, that means the two sets are disjoint, they are having no common element. The number of elements in A union B will be equal to number of elements in A plus number of elements in B. But what if A intersection B is not equal to 0 if the two sets are disjoint? Right, the two sets are not disjoint, right? This is set A and this is set B, and this is the common area, right? This is the common area in point of area of intersection. Then if A and B are finite sets, the number of elements in A union B means they should be present in A and in B, will be equal to number of elements in A, we will count all these elements, plus number of elements in B, we will count all these elements. So this area of intersection, I have counted it twice. When I will be counting number of elements in A, this area is calculated, this area. And when I am calculating number of elements in B, then this area is calculated. This means this small area, this shaded area is calculated twice in number of elements in A and number of elements in B. I need to subtract this area. This is what we have done earlier. This is A intersection B, elements common to A as well as B. So I will subtract number of elements A intersection B, or you can keep this formula in mind, that A union B is equals to A plus B minus A intersection B. So number of elements in A union B is equals to number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in A intersection B. Then third, this formula you will keep in mind, right? If A, B and C are finite sets, then A union B union C, number of elements in A union B union C will be number of elements in A plus number of elements in B plus number of elements in C minus number of elements in A intersection B minus number of elements in B intersection C minus number of elements in A intersection C plus number of elements A intersection B intersection C. All these formula we will be using in numericals. Okay, you will be having practicals problem based upon these formulas. So you have to learn these formulas, right? Then we will be going for question. The first question is, if X and Y are two sets such that X union Y has 50 elements, X has 28 elements, and Y has 32 elements. How many elements does X intersection Y have? Right? So we are given X union Y is equals to 50. So we will be writing n X union Y is equals to 50. X has 28 elements, that means number of elements in X is 28. Y has 32 elements, that number of elements in Y is 32. How many elements does X intersection Y have? That means we have to calculate number of elements in X intersection Y. So we will apply the formula number 2, right? It is X union Y, number of elements in X union Y is equals to number of elements in X plus number of elements in Y minus number of elements in X intersection Y. We will apply this formula. We will put the values, right? Or we will, okay, we have to find intersection, so we are rearranging the values. This intersection we are taking to left hand side, and this union we will take to right hand side. So number of elements in X intersection Y is number of elements in X plus number of elements in Y minus number of elements in X union Y. Now put all the values. Number of elements in X is 28. Number of elements in Y is 32. Number of elements in X union Y is 50. 28 plus 32. It is 82013267. 3256 60. So 28 plus 32 is 60. 60 minus 50 will be 10 is the answer. Right? The question was very simple. You are given X and Y two sets. X union Y you are given 50. So you are writing n X union Y is 50. X 28 elements, so number of elements in X is 28. Y 32 elements, so number of elements in Y is 32. And then X intersection Y you have to calculate. So the very first you will apply the formula. X union Y, number of elements, X union Y is equals to number of elements of X plus number of elements of Y minus number of elements X intersection Y. As per the question, you have to find X intersection Y. So number of elements X intersection Y you are taking to left hand side, and this union you are taking to right hand side. So number of elements in X intersection Y will be number of elements in X plus number of elements in Y minus number of elements in X union Y. Put all the values. Number of elements in X is 28. Number of elements in Y is 32. Minus number of elements in X union Y is 50. So adding and subtracting, you will be getting 10 as the answer. So question based on this properties are very, very easy, right? We have to analyze the statements only. Next is, in a school, there are 20 teachers who teach mathematics or physics, right? Now, this word or is very important for us, right? Because we will analyze our statement from these words. Or always stands for union, right? And always stands for intersection. Okay, these are the two concepts which you have to keep in mind. Or will stand for union and for intersection, then you will be easily analyze the statements. In a school, there are 20 teachers who teach mathematics or physics. Of these, 12 teach mathematics, 4 teach both physics and mathematics. How many teach physics? So we are taking, let M denote the sets of teachers who teach mathematics, and P denote the set of teachers who teach physics. We have to analyze what is given to you. What is this 20? 20 teachers who teach mathematics or physics, M or P? M or P means M union P. So we are given M union P, number of elements in M union P is 20. 12 teach mathematics, that means number of element in M is equals to 12. 4 teach both physics and mathematics, that means M and P. M and P means M intersection P. So number of elements in M intersection P is 4. This is the important task up to this. Next is applying the formula and putting the values. Next is easy, but this up to this step is very important, how to convert this statement to a mathematical expression, right? Now, how many teach physics? We have to find n of P. So we will apply the formula. M union P is M plus P minus M intersection P, right? So number of elements in M union P, 20. Number of elements in M, 12. Number of elements in P, we have to calculate. Number of elements in M intersection P, it is 4. So 20, which implies 20 is equals to 12 plus minus 4, 8, right? Plus number of elements in P. So 20 minus 8 is equals to number of elements in P, and thus number of elements in P is 12. Number of elements in P is 12 means the question was how many teach physics? So our answer will be 12 teachers teach physics. This is the complete answer. So if any student have any doubt till now, you can ask me. In union, in intersection, and why I'm writing this union for 20, why I'm writing this intersection for 4. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, then I will move next.
Ma'am, yesterday I asked for set builder form.
Clear? Okay, I'll move next. Next is, this is the last topic of this chapter. After that, this chapter will be finished, right? In a class of 35 students, 24 like to play cricket and 16 like to play football. Also, each student like to play at least one of the two games. How many students like to play both cricket and football? Both cricket and football means we have to find the intersection. The word and is coming, right? So first we will denote, let X be the set of students who like to play cricket. So cricket, X denotes this number of students, set of students who likes to play cricket, and Y be the set of students who like to play football, right? For X, for I am denoting for cricket, and Y I am denoting for football. Now, X union Y is the set of students who like to play at least one game. At least one game means either cricket or football. At least one of the two games means either cricket or football. Now, or is coming, either cricket means either X or Y. That means X union Y. So X union Y is the set of students who like to play at least one game. And how many students like to play both cricket and football? X intersection Y is the set of students who like to play both games, right? So this is the most important analysis. To which number you will write union and to which number you will write the intersection. Now, number of elements in the set X is 24. 24 like to play cricket. Number of elements in set Y is 16. 16 like to play football. Number of elements in X union Y is 35, because in a class we have 35 students, right? And 35 likes either football or cricket. Then X intersection Y we have to calculate number of elements in the set X intersection Y. So again, now the next step is easy. Apply the formula. Number of elements in X union Y is number of elements in X plus number of elements in Y minus number of elements in X intersection Y. Number of elements in X union Y is 35. Number of elements in X, 24. Number of elements in Y is 16. We have to find number of elements in X intersection Y. 35 is equals to 24 plus 16, 0, and 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4, minus n X intersection Y. So, X and n number of elements in X intersection Y will be 40 minus 35 is equals to 5. So, our final answer will be, this is the final answer, not this. N intersection, n number of elements in X intersection Y is not our answer. Our answer is 5 students like to play both games. We will answer whatever the question is. The question is, how many students like to play both cricket and football? So 5 students like to play both cricket and football. This is the answer. Now, all the examples are more or less the same. Next question is, in a survey of 400 students in a school, 100 were listed as taking apple juice, 150 as taking orange juice, and 75 were listed as taking both apple as well as orange. This means apple and orange. Find how many students were taking neither apple juice nor orange juice, right? Now we have to find the complement. This question is a bit different from the previous, right? Neither apple nor orange juice. So what we have to find, this we will see. Total students 400. So we are taking U, let U denote the set of surveyed students. U is the universal set, right? A denote the set of students taking apple juice, and B denote the set of students taking orange juice. So number of students in set A is 100, number of students in set B is 150, and number of students in A intersection B is 75. A denote set of students taking apple juice, and B denote the set of students taking orange juice. Now, what we have to find, this is very important. This we have to find, right? If A represents apple juice, right? Set A represents set of all the students taking apple juice. Then our question is neither apple. That means A complement, apple should not be there. Or B represents all students taking orange juice, then nor B means we have to find B complement. Neither apple nor juice, that means how many students were taking neither apple nor juice? That means A complement intersection B complement, we have to find they should not be taking apple and they should not be taking orange. We will be finding number of students A complement intersection B complement. So we are applying one law, De Morgan's law. We studied that A complement intersection B complement is equals to A union B whole complement. We studied few laws yesterday, and out of that one law was De Morgan's law, that A complement intersection B complement is A union B complement. This we are applying here. The number of elements in A complement intersection B complement is number of elements in A union B complement. Now, what is A complement? You know, A complement is universal set minus A. Fine. So if this is complement, A union B complement, this is universal set minus A union B, right? This is by the formula that complement of a set is universal set minus that set. So n of A union B complement means n number of elements in universal set minus number of elements in A union B. Number of elements in universal set, we will write 400. Number of elements in A union B, this we don't know, but we will apply the formula that this is number of elements in A, it will be plus number of elements in B. So plus minus minus, it will be minus number of elements in intersection B minus, so it will be minus minus plus. We have applied the formula number of elements in A union B will be number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in A intersection B. But when we will multiply this NA union B with the negative sign, this is minus NA, this is minus NB, minus minus, this is plus NA intersection B. Universal set, I'll write 400. Number of elements in A, 100. Number of elements in B, 150. Number of elements in A intersection B, 75. So I will add and subtract all the values. 400 plus 75, it will be 475 minus 250, which will be 225. So our answer is 225 students were taking neither apple juice nor orange juice. This is the answer, right? Now we have applied the same formula, but this was bit different, that we have to take universal set first and we have to find A complement intersection B complement. Whatever the statement is, you have to analyze it yourself, that with which numbers we will denote the set, what will be union, what will be intersection, right? We will move to next example then. There are 200 individuals with a skin disorder. 120 had been exposed to chemical C1, and 50 to chemical C2, and 30 to both chemical C1 and C2. Find the number of individual exposed to chemical C1 but not chemical C2. Chemical C2 but not chemical C1. Chemical C1 or chemical C2, right? So again, we have to analyze the statement. First, we will name the sets. Let U denote the universal set consisting of individuals suffering from skin order, right? A denote the set of individual exposed to chemical C1, and B denote the set of individuals exposed to chemical C2. Then number of elements in the universal set is 200. Number of elements in set A, 120. Number of elements in set B is 150, right? This 50 to set C2, and 30 to both C1 and C2. That means the number of elements in A intersection B is 30. We have to find number of individual exposed to chemical C1 but not C2. Chemical C1 is the set A, right? The number of person exposed to chemical C1 is the number of elements in the set A, but not chemical C2. That means we have to subtract C2 elements from C1. Chemical C2 but not chemical C1 but not C2. So we will be taking difference of set A and B. So we will be calculating number of elements A minus B. Chemical C1, C1 should be there, that number of elements of A will be there, but not C2. We will be subtracting C2, that means elements B from set A, right? So A minus B is what? Number of elements in A minus number of elements common in A and B. You remember how we were calculating difference of two sets A and B? From a number of elements of A, we were subtracting all those elements which are common to A and B. That means this is formula also you can keep in mind, that n of A minus B is number of elements of A minus number of elements common to A and B, and that means A intersection B. So from 120, if I am subtracting 30, I'll be getting 90 as my answer, because 120 has been exposed to C1 and 30 to both C1 and C2. If I am subtracting 30 from this 120, I'll be having only persons exposed to C1. So we have to write it symbolically that we are finding elements in set A minus B. Set A minus B is from all the elements of A, we will be subtracting the elements common to A and B. That means 120 minus 30 is equals to 90 is the answer. Hence the number of individuals exposed to chemicals C1 but not to C2 is 90. Right? Chemical C2 but not C1. Now what you will be taking? Chemical C2 but not C1, B minus A, right? Number of elements B minus A, that means from the set B you will subtract all the elements common to A and B. In the set B we have 50 elements and in the common we have 30 elements. So 50 minus 30 is the is equals to 20 is the answer. The number of individuals exposed to chemical C2 but not to C1. Then chemical C1 or chemical C2. C1 or C2 means A union B. A union B is number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in A intersection B. So number of elements in A is 120. Number of elements in B is 50 minus 30 is equals to 140 is the answer. Right? Then based upon these questions you will be having assignment. You will read the statement, you will analyze what is union, what is intersection, and then you will apply the formula and go for your answer. Right? We will be doing this topic and after this your chapter is finished, then you will be having some miscellaneous questions, right? Miscellaneous examples which are for your practice only. Okay, and I'll send you ebook also. NCRT book, any all of you have NCRT book
Yes, ma'am.
or any
Yes, ma'am.
book is there? Okay, then fine. If book is there, we will.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, then I will send ebook also. There are miscellaneous examples and miscellaneous practice questions, extra questions you can say. You can practice that also, right? And till now, if you are having any doubt, you can ask me. We have time, 5 minutes, then your next class will start. You have any doubt, you can ask me. So we did this law we have used in one of the question, De Morgan's law. A union B complement is equals to A intersection, A complement intersection B complement, right? Power set, roster form, set builder form, everything is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Chapter sets is easy otherwise.
Ma'am.
Now you have to do this practical problems on union and intersection also, right? 3 important formulas. You have to read the statement, analyze it, and then you have to practice it. And okay, I have to keep the test of this
Ma'am.
chapter. Which day
Hello,
I
ma'am.
can? The chapter is
Hello.
finished. I want to take the test of this chapter. Which day is convenient for you all?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Tuesday we will be having test of this chapter and Monday if you will be having any doubt we will discuss. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I'll stop my class. Bye bye. If you have any doubt you can ask me on WhatsApp also. Fine? Okay, bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.